Hey everyone, today I'm going to count down my top 10 Vekoma roller coasters that I have ridden as of right now. I've ridden about like 15, however, there's some like that I've ridden that's like, there's just like clones and stuff, like the SLCs and boomerangs. And I really do have a feel for Vekomas. I think every single major Vekoma is on this list. Some of them are better. I know Vekoma is known for making crappy rides that just plain suck, and I'm going to say which ones are my favorites and least favorites. Let's get to number 10. Number 10, we have SLCs. Ugh, I hate Vekoma SLCs. I've ridden two of these. I rode Twisted Typhoon of All Adventures. That was my first one. And I was literally, it felt like a torture chamber. Like, these things are insanely rough. The inversions are extremely, like, bad. They're just so messed up. It was horrible that I was jolting around so much on these. Or, like, I came off, both these rides, I came off with a headache. Mind Eraser, I erased my mind. I was not a fan of either one of these roller coasters. Both of them were just shaky as heck. I hate these roller coasters. No wonder why this is known as one of the worst roller coasters ever created. Number 9, we have Vekoma Hang and Bangs. These are like kiddie coaster models. These aren't really called Hang and Bangs. They're just, I'm not sure what the true name for them is, but us enthusiasts, we call them Hang and Bangs just because these are not fun roller coasters. They're not the most pleasant experience. Not even the best like kiddie coasters. Like, for example, let's take a moment, like, the Flying Ace Aero Chase at Carowinds. I felt like an SLC, to be honest with you. And I haven't ridden Flying School since 2012 at Legoland. Now, Swamp Thing at Wild Adventures, I actually enjoyed it. I don't know why, but I'm not really a fan of Hanging Bangs. I'm just putting them all in one category, in one list. So they're just all together. So next, number 8, we have the Freedom Flyer at Fun Spot America in the Orlando Park, and this ride's okay. It's like the same style of ride as the Vekoma Hang and Bang. However, it has soft restraints, so it eliminates any head banging. However, you still feel some, like, it still has a rattle. You still feel a little bit of shakiness. It's not my favorite roller coaster. It does pull some decent G's, though. I will say that it is decently forceful through some moments. It has some good helixes, and it does go over water, which is pretty cool. Like at one moment. But Free Flyer, it's okay. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Number 7 is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at the Magic Kingdom. I haven't ridden this. I've only ridden this once. I haven't done it since 2014, which was its opening year. And I thought it was. I remember riding it. I was decently surprised by it. I enjoy it, and I can't remember really about it. I just it feels like kind of like boring. I mean, I like how the like cars swing all, but I really need to get back to Magic Kingdom. I'm planning to go back around winter maybe, and think I'm going to Magic Kingdom. So I'll definitely ride this again. I'll have a better feel for it. But this ride is it's ranked right here right now. It's okay. It's really a family coaster, so there's nothing much to say about it. The theming is super impressive, though. I will say that. I really am a fan of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train's theming. Probably has some of the best, probably like top 3 for best theming. Let's just say that. Number 6 is Nighthawk at Carowinds. I know, get ready for the hate. I kind of enjoyed it. This ride's fine. Again, I am not a fan of this coaster really that much. I don't hate it. I like it. It's just this thing is just really rough. It's like a back massage, like shakiness. It has a crazy rattle. It's like a prototype flying coaster. This ride, it was really okay for California, so maybe that's part of why it's so rough. Same with this ride needs some maintenance. It's not the most pleasant ride. The corkscrews at the end are just terrible. Nighthawk, it's fine. If I go back to Carowinds, I'd probably ride it again. I mean, I rode in the front row, so I can't even imagine how bad back row is. But Nighthawk, it's fine. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Now let's get to the top 5, and I do enjoy, I really do like these next 5. Number 5 are boomerangs. I've ridden 3 of these models. I've ridden the Tidal Wave at Shrimpers Rides in Ocean City, Boomerang at Wild Adventures, and the Flying Cobras at Carowinds when it was the Carolina Cobra. And I do enjoy these rides. They do pull some decent G-force during going backwards on a vertical loop. And you realize I actually filmed the tidal wave at Ocean City. I actually have a POV of that, so if you can go on the POV playlist, and it's titled Tidal Wave POV, um, which these rides are good. Naturally, I think the tidal wave is a lot rougher compared to the other two. I noticed there to be quite a bit of headbanging. It was quite rough actually, but I can understand because it's a lot older than the other two. I thought the smoothest one was actually the Boomerang of Wild Adventures, probably because it's the newest, like the youngest one to be built, if you could say that. But yeah, I found that to be pretty smooth actually. Now the Flying Cobras, my head was shaking a little bit, but that's my favorite boomerang just because it felt way more intense compared to the other two. It was like my face was like getting like towards the ground, like I can remember that. But I remember my head was shaking a bit, so that's why I wouldn't say it's as smooth as the Boomerang at Wild Adventures. So yeah, I'm just gonna say like that. Now let's get to number four. Number four is Blue Hawk at Six Flags Over Georgia. This one, I gotta say, I came this ride with very low expectations. However, I was surprised by this coaster. I actually loved it. One of my favorite things about Blue Hawk is that it does a lot of head choppers, and it's over water, which is a bonus. And I honestly thought this is one of the smoothest Vekomas out there. Yeah, I know. My mind's kind of messed up. If you rode the Ninja, I never rode this as Ninja. I've only ridden as Blue Hawk. My dad rode it as Ninja though, and he said it was like horrendous. I'm glad I did not ride it. I was told that like that ride will just smack the living crap out of you, and I'm glad I did not ride as Ninja. I'm happy I did not do as Ninja, but I rode as Blue Hawk and I enjoyed it. It's a pretty good Vekoma. Not the best, but it's good for what it is. I think it's a good win for Six Flags over Georgia for 2016 season when they repainted it and gave it new trains and smoothed out the track. So let's move on to the top three. Now, top three, I might get a little bit of criticism for this one, for these next three. It might be like a little biased towards these. So get ready for that. Number three is Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I love this roller coaster. This is a great ride. First off, this has my favorite launch on a roller coaster. The music just gets you so pumped up, like it's like 3, 2, 1, and you just launch into the darkness. That is a perfect launch right there. And also, it does pull some great G-force. It does pull 5 Gs. Vekomas can pull some good G-force. And it also, like, there's music playing, so that's even a plus. And this is smooth. I don't think, like, in the rows 1 through 11, I barely get any head banging. Like, that's how smooth it is. Now, the back row is a bit rougher, I will say. I'm not a fan of the back row. But I do, like, if my favorite spot in this is the front row, just because you get all the wind and stuff. It is a great roller coaster. And I do have a POV of this, so you can check it out. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. And number 2 is Expedition Everest at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And just, wow, this ride is impressive. I love me some Expedition Everest. This ride, when I went, a couple weeks ago, or like about a week ago, I went here as when this is being filmed. I went here about a week ago. And from that point on, it had been 3 years since I've ridden this. So I got on it again, and I was blown away. It was probably because I was riding in the pouring rain, but this ride is great. Definitely a roller coaster that's not talked about enough. And this ride is actually on the Golden Ticket Awards in the top 50. And I can totally see that. This thing is a fun roller coaster. Not very intense. It's just fun. And that's one of my favorite things about Expedition Everest. However, I will say that backward section to the back row, you do get some pretty good G-force. I will say that it does pull some good Gs. I mean, it only pulls 3 Gs, but you can feel it when you're going backwards in the back row. And like also the Yeti at the end. I mean, it's not like an A mode like it used to be. I rode it when it was in A mode, and I can just close my eyes and just remember how aggressive that was. I mean, the B mode Yeti's not that bad. It kind of simulates it moving. But Expedition Everest, also the theming is impressive. Like, that mountain looks so huge. It looks so gargantuan. It's impressive. Disney made a home run with Expedition Everest back in 2006. Now, what is the best Vekoma I've ridden? Well, one more thing. This ride, Expedition Everest, one more thing. It is probably the smoothest Vekoma I've ever ridden. I forgot how smooth it was. It was near butter smooth. I've never ridden a Vekoma that is near butter smooth. So that's talk. So yeah, it's one of my favorite things about Everest. But anyways, my favorite Vekoma, you can probably tell what it is. It's Batwing at Six Flags America. I really love this coaster. This ride was great. I came in here with a little like kind of low expectations because I've ridden Nighthawk. I rode Nighthawk before this one, and I was surprised by Batwing. Well, I was just so hyped up because it has such poor reliability. This thing was like closed like more than half of the time I was there, so it was hard to get on this. But when I got on it, I had a blast. It was a great coaster. It's my second favorite in the park, just behind Superman, Ride of Steel, but that's an Intamin. And this ride is fun. It's intense. The inversions are great. That vertical loop is forceful. I literally felt like I was about to slip out of the train because how tense it was. It just shocked me. It is a great roller coaster. There really is a big difference between rough and intense. Like, Nighthawk wasn't really that intense. This was intense. And that is going to do it for this video. What are your favorite Vekomas you've ridden? Have you ridden any bad ones? Have you ridden any good ones? I want to hear in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. And catch y'all next time. Have a theme-tacular day.